we could hop to the Mandy Moore thing.
Yeah, the Mandy Moore thing.
Yeah.
So apparently, Mandy Moore started a GoFundMe for her in-laws, not for herself.
Right.
So a lot of people were like, Mandy Moore, what a piece of shit. She's asking for money. She's an A-lister. She's not an A-lister. She's like a B-lister. But
She's an A-lister.
I don't think she's an A-lister.
Whatever. Dude, what was that movie that she was in? The romantic...
A Walk to Remember?
Dude, I cry every time.
Yeah.
I've only seen it twice.
Like, what, 2000?
Dude, they're stepping in both. They're in the cross. What are they? They're in two places at once.
No.
It's a classic scene.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember where they were, though.
I don't remember. Yeah, but yeah. So, well, people were pissed off at her because they thought, that she was doing it for herself.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't doing it for herself. She was doing it for her in-laws. And also, funny about that is that the GoFundMe wasn't even started by her. It was actually started by...
That part I didn't know.
Yeah, it was started by Hillary Duff's husband, and I don't know his connection to them. Mandy Moore just posted about it. She didn't actually start it.
I see. But what is the connection between Hillary Duff and Mandy Moore?
I don't know. And it wasn't even Hillary Duff. It was Hillary Duff's husband.
Hillary Duff is... Anyway.
Hillary Duff what?
Hot.
Oh, dude, that ass.
Oh, my God.
I never saw that ass coming whenever she was in her prime. But also, she was also like 16. God damn it.
Here we are again. But yeah, I mean, I guess the argument is, don't you have enough money to pay off that bill? Like
as Mandy Moore?
As Mandy Moore, Hillary Duff, like that's the both of you combined. Hillary Duff's still working.
Yeah.
Mandy Moore is probably still working or has money on the back end.
But see, that's the thing. Like, you would think these people have like all this money lying around to buy a second house or to buy another car or whatever. But just think about yourself, right? Like when you make, I don't know, I'm just throwing out numbers, but like when you make $1,000, you're gonna want to buy something for $200. When you make $10,000, you're gonna want to buy something for $2,000.
Yeah.
And the more money you make, you're gonna want to spend more. Right. So you don't necessarily have all this money just sitting in the bank for a fiery day.
Most people are living within their means.
Nobody's living within their
means.
I
mean, in the sense of like, I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
The more money you make, the more you're going to spend. Mm-hmm. Nobody's really fiscally responsible.
Yeah.
So I mean, but then that argument, is you can say it towards her, like why. One, you could be like, why are you not paying it? And then if she's like, fuck off, which she did.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
That the argument is like, why aren't you better with your money? Like if the argument is like, if I had your money, mm-hmm. I wouldn't buy a mansion. I would still live
within my means, but it's easier said than done. Nobody can live within their means, especially with like the way capitalism like tempts you constantly, that you keep getting more credit on your credit card even when you don't want it. Like mm-hmm. you're constantly tempted to live outside of your means. So it's very difficult to be like, you know what, this is how much I make, I'm just going to spend this much. And then also I think it's even a terrible time to be like, well, why didn't you, when their house is literally up in flames?
Yeah.
Like now's the worst time to be like, shit, I should have saved.
Yeah. Well, that's another, like, I mean, I don't know much about it, but the insurance companies are apparently like backing off on all these people. Like, people
fire isn't included as a natural disaster.
They're finding out that the money that they put in doesn't actually, like, you only get. I was watching another podcast. Shout out to the H3 podcast, please. That would be cool if they were friends with us. There's a guy on the podcast he was mentioning how his electronics, he only gets like $1,000 worth of. Or he only has $1,000 worth of insurance for mm-hmm. it, even though he pays a certain amount per year, which is like in the six figures.
Yeah.
Which is insane, because it's like, where does the money go?
Just goes to the insurance companies, which is why they get assassinated walking down the streets.
Hell yeah.
They take advantage of the people. When the times are tight, they can't get the money they need, and that's why you get taken out. Mm-hmm. It's
fuck them.
Fuck them. Fuck the insurance companies, because that's all they say to us, right? Fuck you.
Right.
Right? So fuck them.
Don't kill people unless they have some sort of cancer, and then it's okay.
Yeah, right? I mean, I mean, I'm digressing, but the whole Luigi Mangione thing, like, yeah, he used a gun to kill that CEO, but that CEO used paperwork to kill so many people.
Or a lack of
a lack of paperwork.
lack of paperwork to kill people. You know,
they both had different triggers. One was a pen, one was a fucking gun.
And the argument is like, maybe it's not him specifically, but
he knew.
He's also the CEO.
Yeah.
He is
ultimately
he benefits from these things.
Exactly.
You know, like if you're it's hard to be the moral police, but you're the CEO of something like that. How can you? I don't know, but I guess it could be another Mandy Moore situation. You don't know. Once you have that power, once you have that money, like, are you even thinking about it? You're like, oh, all right, fuck them. You know?
Well,
it's every man for themselves.
Huh?
It's every man for themselves. I'm making a shit ton of money. Okay, I so happen to be doing this bad thing, but it is what it is. If I'm not doing it, somebody else is going to be doing it.
True. I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's a valid point, but I think this is a question of these are two totally, I don't even think they're comparable. Like the Mandy Moore thing, it's like, why didn't you save? It's not like because you didn't save, people died.
Right.
With the CEO thing, it's like, why didn't you know any better? Because if you knew better, maybe you would have saved lives. Like, I think they're two different things.
It is. I don't even know how I got to that. I'm devil's advocate. That's what I'm here for.
That's why I love you.